It's the time to get down.
Spectacle like the English, you know, this is something that we would never, ever, ever do here.
And for those here for whom money is no object, they can recreate the royal wedding in Washington just for a couple $1 million.
The lucky couple who chooses this package will get the ultimate royal wedding, where we will actually take the entire hotel. The hotel will be yours for a weekend. We will actually recreate Westminster Abbey for your ceremony. We're going to recreate Buckingham Palace for your dinner.
And plenty of people are cashing in on Kate and Will. From whiskey to airsick bags to royal wedding jelly donuts.
We sold a couple dozen today, right?
Yeah, a couple dozen.
Yeah, so they've been going. I mean, by the end of the night, we won't have any more, I'm sure.
Shelves packed with royal memorabilia were emptied within a few days. For Lynn Clark, this was the second best day of her life.
The first one was Diana.
She, like
really
many
like
here,
Diana.
took the day off from work to watch.
Wow.
With her home shopping channel replica of Kate's ring.
This was a gift from William. It was from his mother, and he gave this to Kate Middleton as a token of his love. Oh, it's such a fantasy to be a commoner and then come out of this as a princess and a royal, and it's just special.
For many, it was
special to
also a chance
Diana.
to relive Princess Diana through her sons.
We've watched the boys grow up from babies and watched what they went through when they lost their mom, and we sort of took ownership of them. And
The hundreds of fans that waited outside of shops like this one for a chance to own a piece of the royal wedding are gone. And whether America's obsession with the British monarchy will remain after the royal wedding, well, that's a tough call. Kaylin Ford, RT, Washington, D.C.
All right, everybody.
Well, you know what? People need something to believe in. They need a piece of fantasy in their lives. And they've just cling to that. You know what I mean? It really tells you where a lot of us are at.
Where are you at?
Well, not quite right there involved and so connected to that. But I guess I could be right there with myself.
You don't want to have a royal wedding?
No.
It ain't where you been, it's where you're at. It ain't who you know, it's who's got your back.
That, and scatterty that.
That's right.
I'd rather, you know what, DeVoe, I think if I was your significant other and we're going to get married, one thing I would want you to celebrate before we got married is one-time video vixen demonstration on video of what you can do when you shake it.
Yeah, I want to see you drop it like it's hot. If I can do it, we can do it together. That way they can be excited and revulsed at the same time.
Hey, Mario.
You guys just don't go
out. No, DeVoe.
I don't have to go
Have
to
I
those
not seen you drop it?
Yes.
I've seen her drop it. Mario, you're not going to see it unless you go out.
Did she pick it up?
Yeah, unless you.
You did.
Yes.
I think I've seen her try to get a man a couple times.
Oh, look at you.
Once or twice. When she was on the prowl mode. She's in prowl mode.
Okay.
I had to think back. Well, just like that, people are also celebrating the wedding. So I have to at least show a tribute video.
Okay.
And this is called The Royal Wedding King Speech. And this is, again, sort of a parody video. Take a look. Take a listen.
Kick it.
William and Kate.
The royal wedding.
Family affairs. Here you go. And now the horses.
Queen. Why don't you do that again? We'll all get involved. Yeah.
You ready?
Yep. Congratulations, Ms. Middleton and William, but more so to Kate because you'll be marrying into millions.
Yeah, it might sound belligerent, but I bet deep down inside she's thinking brilliant. Just imagine when the man's a king. But be cool, Kate, don't lose your head, Anne Boleyn. Afterwards, they'll have a proper jam with Elton John singing The Rocket Man. You can picture the setting, Charlie acting like a drunk dad at a wedding, leering over the bridesmaids like, hi ladies, do you have my space? I know it sounds absurd, of course we'll celebrate, we got the day off work. It's a bank holiday, so Ballyhell trucks away.
Hey, all right. How y'all? Hey, y'all.
Brilliant. That was very cool.
Go give them love on YouTube. Go give them love on YouTube, you guys.
Bravo. That was cool.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay.
So now there's still some serious stuff going on. And I know as bad it is, but we got to bring you guys back to the world because that's what we do.
Are we about to talk about that tall brother? Tall, 7 feet?
No, really what are you talking about? No, what are you talking about?
That visual.
That one? That's about this. No, that's actually the wrong video.
Oh, okay.
So you was looking at something else, huh?
Well, he had it at the wrong page. I thought we were going to the...
I have to go to my bookmarks.
Okay.
Well, first of all...
you got it under control. We're not worried about that.
Oh, thank you, baby.
Yeah, you were doing it all right because, let me tell you, if I had to try to do what he's doing and be a broadcaster, this would be a mess. Okay?
Well, thank you, baby.
You're handling it.
You're looking better all the time. All right, you guys, remember I told you, everybody out there is not, even people all over the country are celebrating the death of Osama bin Laden. And people have been commenting. I must admit, I've been going to look at some of the postings on the wall of Facebook.
That should be.
And some people just found it a little offensive to celebrate anybody's death this way. But we understand it based on what people are feeling. It all has to do with how you interpret these things, okay? Here at Pax Tail TV, one of the things we do is bring you alternative viewpoints. And one of the first things we went looking for was to see how we're actually always being perceived outside the United States.
Right.
Because we feel that the media so much here is actually so biased.
Oh, yeah, it's another show in
So
Hollywood.
biased.
Okay, yeah.
And not that the other media over other places isn't biased, but maybe if you go listen to everybody's different biases,
you can get
somewhere you decide, right?
Yeah, right.
Where I'm not trying to say
like figure out your news
right.
yourself.
I'm not ready to call the other people the wonders of
Oh, but Algier, they mentioned him on CNN the other day.
Well, that's part of the thing. The conspiracy folks are all coming out. Supposedly they just already have buried the body at sea. So
now,
that means
I laughed at that. I really didn't believe that. The initial
so you just
shock.
Right, you're trying to make everybody non-believers. See, this is what I go. Why do that? Why do that? Why would you do that? They said trying to be this with Muslim law.
Is it part of Muslim law?
But they can kill you and storm your house. They ain't worried about that. But then after that, they have to follow the Muslim law. It's bullshit to me.
Yeah.
So they should have kept the body.
Right, and the
see,
DNA
the same thing. You don't have where's. See, all the conspiracy people go the same thing. Where's Saddam's body? Where's all this? So once again, it's added to the conspiracy.
They're actually living in bunkers right now.
So we're not here at Pastel TV. We don't embrace any of the conspiracies, but we showcase many of the conspiracies.
Because we could be conspiracy ourselves.
That's right. It is a conspiracy.
Depending how you're looking at us.
It's a conspiracy. It's a battle for your minds. So I'm going to show you this piece from Russian TV. And we're going to drop the mics down for a minute. Well, we can run to the potty, too.
Wait a minute. Who got to go to the potty?
I like to vote, Mike.
I think Mario does, Victor.
No, I keep my little companion bottle here. I just don't want to scare you.
Yeah, you would. So let's not talk about it.
I splash a little bit.
Oh, God.
Gross.
Okay,
so let's see what's going on.
Let's see what's going on. Okay.
Well, for more on the issue, let's get some insight from RT's military contributor, Colonel Yevgeny Hrushov, here in the studio. Over the years, there have been several reports about bin Laden's death. In some ways, it's not the first time he's been killed, is it?
Yeah, last time I checked, it sounds like the third time. Previously it was Benazir Bhutto who claimed during her interview right before her assassination in 2007 that he had been killed back to 2000. And before that, there were reports that he had a kidney failure. So this time it sounds like it's a third time. Well, I would be the last person who would shed his tears over his death or targeted assassination. However, from what I've seen yesterday, my opinion, it is a great news if that's true, but it looks like a very staged fairy tale and a night show. First, and second, the United States hasn't proved, that the White House hasn't proved the ironclad evidence about ironclad and videotape evidence regarding the operation and regarding how his body was transferred to Afghanistan, to landlocked Afghanistan, later to be dumped into sea, or with all those honors. I don't know why they didn't treat Saddam Hussein he was hanged, but they decided, at least they claimed, they treated his body with all these honors as if he were still on the CIA take, which doesn't make any sense for me. Second, phony excuse that now none of the countries wanted to take his body. That was not the reason. He was supposed to be bring for forensic evidence back to the United States, because he was the main target of the 10 years manhunt. And the last but not least, it took Obama 2 years to prove his birth certificate. I don't know how many years or months, or maybe just hours it will take for Obama administration to prove Osama death certificate.
Okay, we'll leave it there for now. Thank you very much indeed for that insight here on RT. Colonel Yevgeny Khrushchev. Well, on
All right. We had a little technical oops.
Still having it.
Well, we were debating some of the stuff that we were seeing, because
we got into that.
You know, that's one of those things where it gets like that, where you wonder. But that's what we were saying. And people were talking about this. Now, here's the thing. Here's another piece. Well, where is that? Now, also, people were talking about the other big topic was, remember, we did this exercise inside of another sovereign nation. You flew into somebody else's country
and went
with
bang,
your
bang,
commandos
bang.
and shot, and everybody else's country in the world, damn near, that's against the law. If you did, imagine somebody doing that here. Imagine, even for legitimate reasons, that a known terrorist that they've been looking for is in the U.S.
Right.
And they flew into the U.S.
Right,
Now,
the U.S. does get a little bold with their thing.
Well, that's part of the also. Now, I'm going to bring you a piece now from Al Jazeera, which attempts to explain why it was done like that. Now, remember, they all have different viewpoints. Everybody has their bias.
That's
We're not saying...
We're just listening to some
you hear CNN's bias all day long in Channel 7. My thing is going to compare the biases.
That's right.
Here we go.
Everybody's saying something anyway.
Here we go.
Another morning breaks in the picturesque city of Abbottabad, now the most talked about place in the world's media. It was in this large compound, deep in the heart of Pakistan, the world's most wanted man, Osama bin Laden, was living, not in the mountains of Afghanistan as previously thought. He was just down the road from a famous military academy.